So I think they spoke to Carl Moretti. I just saw it. I think it was per Dan Raphael, Lance Pugmire, one of them. That they spoke to Carl Moretti, and all these rumors and rumblings about Navarrete versus Foster, which I'm very excited about. I very much like that fight. He said that there's nothing there's nothing substantial going on. There's nothing that it's not as far along as we would like it to be, which I think is unfortunate and I think reflects poorly on Top Rank. And I said this already, that Top Rank is really hot and cold when it comes to unification matches. Historically, they don't always do them, even when they have a good number of fighters at a given weight. Vasyl Lomachenko versus Miguel Burchelt is a very good example. That they had two champions in the super featherweight division, and all of the focus was Loma Gervonta. When you see that you can't make that fight, why don't you just make the Burchelt fight? And they didn't do that. And now Foster, and they have Foster, and they have Navarrete, and it's kind of the same thing there. If you think about it, after Angelo Leo beat Luis Lopez, right? They had options on Angelo Leo that if they wanted to use him again, they could have used him again. And they had Rafa Espinoza, and they didn't make that unification match because they're very hot and cold when it comes to unification matches. If they see the value in it, if they think they're going to make money, then they'll do it for a guy like Inoue, who's basically an ATM machine. They'll do it for him. And they did it for Josh Taylor when it came to Undisputed because, it was the only fight that made sense for the both of their guys. It was you got to do that. Well, what the fuck else is there for Jose Ramirez to do, right? But with this, they asked Carl Moretti about it. Like I said, I think it was Carl they asked about it, and he said that there's not a whole lot going on right there. Based on what people are saying, I'm optimistic that maybe the Zone will urge them to put together because you need fights for that ultimate tier. You need a strong schedule. When you have that many promotional outfits all on one platform, there's really no excuse for it not to happen. There's no excuse for it not to happen. So I'm hoping that they come to their senses and they deliver that fight. But of course, if they try to deliver that fight, it wouldn't necessarily be with any Saudi involvement to satisfy what the fighters would want, which, therein lies the dilemma. What is the commercial value of Foster versus Navarrete? What do you pay them to fight each other versus what they've been getting paid for the fights you've been putting on? I don't imagine that Oshaki's been getting all that much. Maybe a few $100,000 at a time, maybe $1 million or close to it. I don't really imagine that he's been getting all that much. And Navarrete, I don't think he normally gets much, but he is coming off a unification match. He is coming off the fight with Sugar Nunez, and Matchroom, they paid for that. So I imagine that he got paid well to go over there and do that. So, you got to figure that, he's going to want something in the neighborhood of what he made in his last fight. He's going to want something like that. And the problem is that came from Matchroom. That didn't come from Top Rank. If you're leaving at the Top Rank to do Navarrete versus Foster, I don't know, bro. He mentioned them potentially fighting mandatories, which nobody wants to see. You understand that the fighters have their obligations and they both have mandatories. Navarrete has Suarez. I don't know who Oshaki's mandatory is. I don't know who that is. I would have to go look, but nobody want to see that shit, man. Nobody want to see that shit. Nobody want to. You could save any one of them mandatories. Look, have the two mandatories fight each other on the undercard. Have them in the co-main event, the two mandatory challengers. Do it that way. Set up the fight. And let Navarrete and Oshaki go to work, man, because I think the division needs that fight. Boxing needs more fights like that. You get sick of hearing the same names and stories centered around the same names. Ryan, Devin, Shakur, okay. Gervonta, okay. Like, how many more times do we got to read about these guys? the AJ Fury stuff. It's like, okay, dog, all right, you know. I what it do, real talk. What it do, final. What it do, Yoda Holic, LeBron. What it do, Clavo. You know, I think they got to do that fight. And I think that you know, the zone needs to work a little bit harder to come out with a comprehensive schedule of monthly fights. I know that logistically it's kind of a nightmare to have that many promotional outfits all harbored on one platform and trying to figure out, okay, you get this day, you get this day, you get this day. Can they even do it that way? Because it's based on the availability of venues. It's also based on when a fight actually gets made. If you tried to do a comprehensive schedule monthly, right, or bi-monthly, you would need a fix on when everything is supposed to be happening. And that's very hard to do because, well, fights take weeks to negotiate, the back and forth and all of that shit. And you don't really know anything until, okay, the guys are willing to fight. Now we have to find a place for them to fight. So it's kind of hard to put together a comprehensive schedule ahead of time, you know? But I do think they need to do that because you've got all the major promotional outfits on both sides of the Atlantic Ocean, that there should never really be a weekend like last weekend where none of them have much of anything going on. Like, none of the big time promoters had anything going on this past Saturday. All we got was an IBA show, and a Salita show. Like, nah, son, y'all got to do better than that. For what this shit costs, y'all got to do better than that, you know? But, you know, there's been a lot of focus on Ryan Garcia's doping situation, anti-doping situation, I should say. It's sort of become a talking point again because of what Shakur Stevenson said, that, well, if we're going to fight, I want VADA testing. And I think that everybody kind of just ignored it because they don't, you know, I don't really think people care, to be honest with you, that he tested positive and all that bullshit. But it's kind of been flying under the radar. I figured it's kind of been flying under the radar that Ryan hasn't been tested, you know? He got tested for the Rolly fight coming off of the suspension. But for the Barrios fight, it doesn't look like anybody tested him. You know, and I highlighted that in one of the recent episodes of the Relay that I uploaded, that VADA normally announces who completes a cycle of testing with them, either before and or after the fight. They'll say, congratulations, so-and-so and so-and-so for completing a round of VADA testing. And you could go to their page. There's no mention of Garcia versus Barrios. And that really wouldn't be the case because, well, ain't you supposed to get tested as a WBC champion per the clean boxing program? Are you not subject to mandatory anti-doping testing? And because people don't really understand how it works, the short answer is no. That clean boxing program shit, and I went all through it in the episode of the Relay I did earlier today. The reason that nobody's really subject to nothing is because imagine that, okay, you're enrolled in the program, and what the World Boxing Council wants is for VADA to pop up on you at random and test you. Well, they can't do that for free. Somebody has to pay them to do that. Now, obviously, if the fighter's not going to be the one paying them to do that, because if you pay them, then it's not random. You know when they're going to test you. So it would really be down to the World Boxing Council to say, look, we're going to give you this, and we want you to pop up on this guy and test him. And obviously, they don't do that either because testing costs thousands upon thousands of dollars. So the reality of the clean boxing program is that shit don't do nothing. You're not subject to nothing 365 days a year. No, they're not going to pop up on you and test you because somebody would have to be paying them to do that. The shit is all for show. It always was, you know? It's all for show. Yeah, they did it all the time with Canelo fights. Low key Spence versus Zoo about to be a good one, bro. I'm going to pay for it. You know, I'm going to pay for it. I think it's going to be a fun fight, one of the more fun fights on the calendar. I do think it's going to end in a knockout. My confidence level, like I said, it's part of what makes the fight a good fight to watch. Is I don't really know who's more shot, Tim Tszyu or Errol Spence. UFC drugged, yeah, but it's subsidized with the UFC, bro. You know, like tú entiendes que okay, with the UFC, they've worked it out so they know who's gonna pay for it. The UFC is gonna pay for it. You see, they know who's gonna pay for it. But when you talk about the clean boxing program, the fighters ain't. If you talking about a program where guys could get tested at any point in the year at random, right? Somebody has to pay for that. Obviously, it's not the fighters, because if it's the fighters contracting VADA, then they know when they're going to get tested, more or less. They know, all right, I better get off this shit because I know they might pop up on me since I just contracted them. If you talking about a for real program where you sign up and at any point in the year, out the clear blue sky, they can hop out on you, well, somebody has to pay for that. And the World Boxing Council is not paying for that. No, they don't pay for nothing, bro. They don't pay for none of that. And they not about to. Could you imagine if they had to pay for testing for every guy at every weight that they rank from fucking atom weight to heavyweight? They would fucking bankrupt themselves, bro. Like, nah, they don't pay for nothing. The only time you hear about VADA testing is when the two teams decide there's going to be VADA testing. But outside of that, the World Boxing Council don't do nothing. They don't pay for shit. Winner is fuck around, right? Fuck around. Battle with the shot fighters. That shit was sad, bro. That shit on Saturday, like, look, Real Talk is my guy. Mark is my guy. But I don't know how he watched that shit, bro. I just don't know how he watched that shit. Motherfuckers dry humping on the floor and shit. Patty Pimblett knocked the motherfucker out with his gooch, with the gooch wind. Motherfucker took one whiff of it. Oh. He ain't even tap out. He ain't even tap out. Man can't use that 3%. Nah, because that 3% is what they use to pay themselves. That 3% is basically what they use to pay themselves. The 3% goes to the operational costs of continually manufacturing belts, because they got to keep doing that. You know, like every so often, they got to make a new belt for whatever new guy want a belt. So part of that goes to that, and the other part go in their pocket. Where you think that shit is going? That shit going in their pocket. I don't know if Fig gonna be on the panel tonight. You gotta ask Fig. He pop up at random, bro. He like Kramer. He just pop up at random. You know? Speaking of that shit, I'm watching Seinfeld right now. What it do, Pumpkin? You know? So I always knew that shit, like, well, at first I thought, oh, they trying to clean up the sport. You know, my perspective on doping in the sport, it really changed in the last 10 years. And, you know, at first I thought, oh, they trying to make the sport safe. They trying to clean it up. They ain't doing shit, bro. They ain't doing shit. They just mad that Devin kind of put them on blast that, look, the only testing that I've ever been subject to is the testing that I paid for. Y'all don't pay for me to get tested. I pay for that. You see? So it's not really random when you're the one that goes out and contracts VADA. You telling them, no, I'm hiring VADA to test me and my opponent for my fight. Well, that's not really random then, is it? That the clean boxing program don't do shit. It was like 3 years ago. Sebastian Fundora was on a podcast. He was on a podcast and he said, I ain't never been tested. He literally said, I've never been tested. That's when I knew, like, yo, these dudes don't do shit, bro. Fig, what it do? Real Talk looking for you, bro.
Yeah, what's up? So
That ain't
mm.
that's, that's fucking that's Marco in North
Now
Marco.
what's
Dallas.
going on? What's going on?
Ain't shit, bro. We was talking about this like I personally think that little by little, you know what you might see? Vada might go away. Vada might go away. Because ya la gente entienden. Everybody kind of understands now that look, most of the fighters are doping, bro. Most of them are. I think everybody kind of understands that. And with the passing of Victor Conti, because what Victor was really doing was he was like airing motherfuckers out to pressure them to get tested. You know what I mean? Do no viste que every so often he'll have a go at Matchroom or he'll have a go at these guys or those guys because they didn't contract VADA. And what he was really doing was sort of shaming you into getting the anti-doping testing. Pero ya que él murió. And look, Ryan didn't get tested for his last fight. Like, bro, that dude didn't get tested by nobody for his last fight. Fuck the clean boxing program. Clean boxing be damned. It wasn't no VADA testing for that fight. And I'm pretty sure it ain't going to be no VADA testing for the Conor Ben fight neither. So it's like, I think eventually VADA is going to get phased out of boxing. I think they are. Because
Uh,
the.
Go ahead.
Okay. Okay.
But nobody wants to pay for that shit. That's why it's gonna phase out. That's just
Yeah.
like promoters not want to pay for certain fights. That shit is
Yeah.
gonna phase out. Yeah.
What the
Yeah.
fuck, dude?
I believe everybody's juicing, and Ryan is the only one making it hot.
Yeah, see, that's why I fuck with Herb because he put the shit in a way that motherfuckers could understand. I've been trying to find them words for a minute. The reason that motherfuckers get mad, it's not because you using, it's because you making it hot. That's you making it hot. Like, yo, they all juicing, homie. But they get mad at a motherfucker when he get bagged because yo, you making it hot for all of us, bro. Get your cycle right, bro. Get time your shit right, bro. Shout out to Drew. My old lady's Chi came out great, and she said Devin is a claggett. Shout out to the Chi
Yeah,
bro.
we need proof of that, bro. We need proof of
Hey, mama huevo, fucking shit, bro. But nah, like, yeah, like I don't, like, and I don't really like, I don't like sounding like I care because I don't care if they're doping, bro. As far as I'm concerned, they're all doping. Shakur, Devin, Ryan, I think everybody's doping, bro. I don't actually give a shit. Just don't try to tell me that Ryan is innocent. Like, Ryan not innocent, bro. You just gay. Like, nah, he ain't innocent.
Yeah.
You just get. If you
Um.
trying to convince me he innocent, you must got a crush on him or something.
Yeah. God bless the dead. Rest in peace, Victor Conte. But I wish he was awake. I mean, I wish he was alive, so everybody could be like, "Man, fuck you." Oh, because the snack fighters are clean. Because Devin is clean. But you was probably on some shit. Fucking who else was? Everybody that was over there, bro. Come on, the dude's a
Yeah,
chemist.
but the shit is but you doing it. You doing what other people doing. Let's
Yeah.
just say the snack fighters was on some shit. Okay, and everybody's on some shit.
It's like me and you work at the grocery store and both of us are fucking stealing time. Like, bro, don't fucking steal 30 hours. You
No,
know,
I get that. It's just that the grift is, people wonder. I think people might listen to a video and then wonder, okay, if everybody's doping and everybody knows it, then why lie about it? And it's because of liability. A promoter or a manager or a trainer, que ellos saben this dude is on the juice. If he goes out there and he fucking kills a guy, well, yeah, y'all knew about it. Y'all knew about it. So plausible deniability is the main reason everybody act dumb. If somebody go out there, they get a brain bleed and they get brain damage, well, you can't blame me. I didn't know. That's why everybody do
so,
one of these. I didn't know. I didn't know. Even the motherfucker that get caught. How you never gonna hear a motherfucker that got caught say, "Yeah, you know what? You got me, dog. You got me. Yeah, I injected that shit, and I was trying to get ahead." You never gonna hear that because
Right?
if you went in there knowing, yo, you on meldonium, yo, you on Osterin, yo, you on whatever, yo, you
They
trying to
do.
kill a motherfucker?
Even Panama Lewis said, I don't know.
Yeah, he the one that made the shake. He the one that made the shake. I don't know. I put some bananas in that shit. I don't know. I put some grapes and some bananas in that shit. I don't know what was in that shit. It's like, come on, dog. Like they're all to me, they're all Joseph, and that's why I can't logically look at anybody as being necessarily a cheater, quote unquote, because if everybody's cheating, nobody's cheating. You only kind of wonder, the only thing I kind of wonder about is how much. Because there were guys who I don't think were on peds. Like, bro, I don't think Paulie Malignaggi was on no peds, bro. I don't think he was. I don't think Chris Algieri was, right? I don't think Cornflake, right? Like, at some level, guys ain't juicing. But at that top level, yeah, I think all them guys is juicing, fam. I do.
It was funny whenever Canelo, he's always had hair, and then one day he just pops up and he's bald. I'm like, what the fuck?
His
Why
edges
not the,
falling out.
yeah, but if you have you seen his bravas?
No, no, no. I'm talking about this was like maybe 10 years ago. Like, bro, he went to like a zero, not a zero, like a one. I guess so they wouldn't use the hair follicles.
Oh, look at yo the hair. Ever
Yeah.
since the hair follicle test, and I said this, ever since the hair follicle test of Canelo, didn't you start noticing an uptick in fighters that were coming in bald or
Oh,
with like
the young phenom Xander Zayas had braids and then boom,
and you wonder like and
Wepa.
you and there I think the giveaway was it's like you had guys that normally have a lot of hair and it's like why would you cut off all your hair, homie? Look, I love Usyk, but he did it. He did, yeah, he did it. How many times you seen him walk in there bald? He's walked in there bald, bro. Yes. And I
Yeah,
always
right.
thought, is that the dodge? Not, there were fights where he had hair. You could look. There were plenty of fights where he had hair, but there were other fights. I think the AJ fight was one of them. He didn't have hair. He walked in there bald. So it's like, why would you shave your head bald? Straight bald. You couldn't pay me to do that. Like, nah, I ain't walking around like this, bro. What the fuck? How the fuck I'm gonna get laid walking around like this,
Fucking
bro?
Ugas went in
Oh,
there bald, bro.
Well, that's a different. That ain't because of pads. You know what I mean?
That boy said no risk, eyebrows too. Fuck it.
They ain't gonna find shit on him, bro. You gonna find shit on him. But I'm okay with motherfuckers juicing. I already said that shit. The thing is that the accusation is weaponized. They use that to discredit a fighter. Like, well, no, you can't discredit a motherfucker if everybody using. You can't. Like, congratulations, Canelo got caught with clenbuterol, but a lot of motherfuckers got caught with a lot of shit, bro. Like, I think at this point you gotta be naive to not like, yo, it's the whole top shelf. The whole top shelf is using shit. Yeah, I love Bud, but I'm pretty sure he used something. I don't know what, but
Fuck
he used
yes.
something.
I think is the most successful pet user? Manny Pacquiao.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Yeah, he never got caught.
But no, if we're gonna do that, I would have to say that I look at him and Floyd jointly in the same bracket because y'all was the number one and number two of y'all time, and neither one of you ever tested positive for nothing. They never got caught with nothing in their system. But also, testing was not in their era what it is now. Like there is a lot more testing now than there was before. They fake tried to make it like the standard. But now I think they realize, yo, why is we spending money on this, bro? It just puts a burden on us. We don't got to keep doing this. If Ryan could be out here, Ryan had a whole WBC title fight, done pop top before, had a whole title fight. He didn't get tested. He did not get tested. VADA always announces who signs up for testing before and after they fight. You could go to their page right now. They don't say Bo Diddley about fucking Barrios. They don't say shit about that fight. Who's we be corrupt?
Look at my photo, man. You don't see my photo?
That's you, bro.
That's Brian Norman Sr.
Watch your
Brian
mouth.
Norman.
Watch your mouth.
Brian Norman the third. He about to fight Keyshawn, bro.
Yo, that's
So
a
you
good
think
fight.
they dropping Devin dropping the belt?
For the bread, hell yeah. For the bread and the bag? Hell yeah. You think Keyshawn too risky to fight him for a top rank bag, bro? For just a top rank bag? If it was a Saudi bag, he might do it. But for a regular top rank bag on the zone, nah, Devin ain't finna do that.
All right, so you
Devin
calling it now? Devin versus Shakur 144, and Keyshawn and Brian Norman for the WBO title.
That's what I think it's gonna be for the
Hey,
bread.
Jules, I got a question.
Good.
Yeah, who was the fighter that fought the most on a ring card? What one fighter had the most fights on a ring card?
Jayo Pataya, because he fought on like 3 or 4 of them shits.
Really?
Yeah, he fought like he fought Ellis Zorro, Jack Macy,
Turkey's boy. That's the one that's been on all of them.
Jordan Thompson. No, because you like there is that little Arab dude.
Yeah, him.
It's a little Arab dude. Like they put this dude. He's like the Where's Waldo of the shit.
Arabian Mario Barrios. Every
Yeah.
fucking ring card.
I'm trying to get to the bottom of that. Would have been better beef third Turkey card, and I'm thinking maybe he got a cutoff point to when he ain't gonna let you fight that many other. I'm just trying to figure out why didn't he appear on that card. That's the whole. That's where I
Turkey got salty, is what it was. If you talking about why Turkey is not using that dude, and and I wish he were, but I think Turkey got salty when Better Beef and them they went to him because remember Turkey was gonna pay for the trilogy. He was gonna pay for it, and they went to him and told him, "Yo, the IBA got mad more money for us." I think it's a situation where Turkey felt some kind of way, like, "Oh, it's like that." So y'all I'm the motherfucker that put this shit there, and y'all just gonna leave. Okay, bye. That's what I think it was. And then Artur kind of fucked now though. Like, yeah, you kind of.
I'm saying, is that the reason why Artur's kind of on the shelf right now because of that?
Not really, because even though the IBA was willing to pay for everything, it all boiled down to Bivol actually taking the trilogy. And look, I got respect for Bivol. I think he's a great fighter. But yo, this is ducking. Like, yeah, this for real. This is ducking right now. Like it is. Like,
yeah, but the thing is also Berturbiev ain't signing nobody either no more, so they kind of puts him in a fuck position. And then another thing is getting on my nerves, like IBFP and everybody. They want to try to group Bivol ducking Berturbiev, trying to use it to say it's about Benavidez. Man, Benavidez is a cruiserweight. Kill the bullshit. I don't want to hear this. This is about Bivol and Berturbiev, not about no fucking Benavidez.
That ain't even about Benavidez. It's about the algorithm. I got love for IBFP. But that's for the algorithm. That's for the algorithm you doing that. Oh, now you a Benavidez fan? Now that's what we doing? Now we bigging up Benavidez?
But I called it before the year started. I said 2026 for IBFP is all about boots and Benavidez. He's gonna have a boot in his throat and he's gonna be caping for Benavidez.
Yeah,
and it's going down.
I don't, because I don't want to hate on it. Get your money. But do I think that's for real? No, I don't think that's for real.
You don't have to hang on it. I will hang on it. I got it covered all the hanging.
How you gonna go from destroying this man in interviews and in videos, and you did that for like 3 years. You did that for like 3 years to now you believe him? Now he's come on, bro. Stop. Now with Bivol, what I'm gonna say is, look, here's the thing. We could call it, we could say he ducking him now. We could say that, right? But my question before I smoke this bogey, and I'm gonna pose it to all 3 of y'all. Say that he does end up fighting him again next year. Is it still a duck?
For the moment right now, yes. That means he's no longer ducking because this is Triple G and Canelo 3 all over again. And somebody pointed that out. I said, "Wow, that's a good point."
It's a decent. You know what? That is a decent point. But I don't see people. See, you don't see people bring it up anymore. That Canelo was ducking. Remember, it was a time, especially 2016, 2017. People were really letting Canelo Alvarez have it. In that period, in that pocket that you didn't fight him, yeah, you would duck, you would duck until they actually fought. Now you don't really now you don't see people saying that shit no more because no, he did end up fighting him. If you're older, I guess the question is, Brim, is it Bivol's fault that you're older? The fuck is he supposed to do about that?
Fight him though, man. Fight him. You get, bro, you got way more money on the table to fight Beterbiev than fighting Callum Smith, bro. You can always circle the wagon. Remember I told you the optics ain't gonna be good if you go fight Callum Smith. You might as well drop the belt, go fight Beterbiev, then come back and go get it. Come on, man. I listen.
Yeah,
I
but
gave Bivol a
no, but
shitload of grace.
listen,
I
but
can't no more.
listen, that works both ways, Brim. And I agree with you that I do agree that look, you could always drop the belt and circle back and fight Callum afterwards. But the same is true in reverse. You could always beat Callum and circle back and fight Artur afterwards. It works both ways.
It works both ways, but again, optics are optics, bro. You know.
What Herb? What you think about it?
I don't know. I'm thinking like maybe can someone get bored fighting the same person 3 times? I don't know, that's to the point where like I don't feel like fighting that guy, man. I'm tired of him, man. I want to do some other shit. I'm thinking Bill will probably just thinking just like that. I don't know, but if he circled back and fought him, I wouldn't. I wouldn't look at it as
think
a duck. I think he would just want
Herb,
to fight him.
I think he is gonna fight him. I actually think he is gonna fight him because that's still the biggest fight in the light heavyweight division. If what they saying is true, the IBA already offered Bivol 2 times what he made with Turkey. They offered him that. So you know, it's a lot of money. And is it fucked up that they might be aging him out? Yeah, it kind of is fucked up. But don't forget, this is a guy he already fought 2 times. So it ain't even like he ain't fight him and ain't like, nah, he fought him. He fought him 2 times. Now he feel like doing something else real quick. Is that really a duck?
Bivol ain't no spring chicken himself, though.
Nah, he not. He got fucking sciatica, back surgery, carpal tunnel syndrome, right? So
Shit his elbow.
right?
He got his elbow and shit. What
Didn't
the
they
fuck?
say didn't they say he got another surgery about to do?
Elbow.
Didn't they say
That's why I said tennis elbow.
it is, bro?
He got to get
So
surgery after getting 12 punches landed on him in 12 rounds.
saying so, yeah, like you know, I'm not really hot for the trilogy. At the same time, I'm not really like, you know, if they do it, of course I'm gonna watch it, of course. But am I really like, nah, I ain't really that pressed about it?
Yeah.
I'm not.
Jules, and there's a large segment of the boxing population fandom that don't give a fuck about that trilogy. That's a truth. That's true. I just gotta keep it a beam.
Shout out to Misael. Artur could have kept it more alive. That's a valid point. If Artur could have had 2 fights by now. He could have had 2 fights at least by now. You really not helping your situation by not fighting. You could have went to Turkey, yo Turkey, just use me on one of your cards. You could have went to Matchroom, yo Matchroom, can y'all hook me up? Like the moment you became a free agent, which was months ago, you could have went to any old body and been like, yo, can I get a deal? Can I get a stay busy fight? I'm waiting for Bivol. What's good? And you didn't do nothing. You just did interviews. That's all you did.
You'd have went out there and kicked some ass. They would have been more demanding it. Like, yeah, we want to see them go again. You know, just from, you know, it's what he do out there. So he's right, you know.
Yeah, he about to have a stay busy fight now. I think the IBA gonna be the ones behind that. He about to have a stay busy fight. But Brody, you should have did that months ago. And all that time, the IBA did like 3 shows. So if you was talking to them, you should have told them, yo, hook me up. Give me a fight in Russia. Just give me somebody to fight. Sitting out, that ain't helping your old ass. So it is what it is. I don't really, you know, like, I kind of, it's like it's fucked up because, like, you can't say it's not fucked up. When it was Artur, when Artur had to give you a rematch, right? He gave it to you. It was quick. When it's your turn, look how look how you did him. It's fucked up. Like, this is fucked up. I ain't gonna front.
I can't give B-Ball no more grace, bro. The grace is gone.
Yeah, it's fucked up. But
no matter how it go, Arthur's still coming out with the compression socks. So, you know.
Yeah, he wear them shits every fight, bro. I noticed them shits. The shits they selling Dwayne Reed, like, yo, you got them tight ass socks on, bro. Them deadlifting socks, bro.
Hey, would y'all agree that if not Benavides, but if Beterbiev and Bivol had any real American ties, I think we would care more about the trilogy. I think that's part of the reason why a lot of people don't give a fuck about the trilogy because they're not.
Well, I mean, Americans they don't really like boxing, bro. They like characters. They like Benavides is a character to them. He's like a pretend boogeyman, and they care more about that character that he pretends to be than how shit really is. Cause like, you know, he a fake boogeyman. Like, he not about to do nothing. He about to fight McKaylee and then he gonna fight his ex-girlfriend in court, probably. You know, like he ain't about to do nothing. But they care more about characters here now. Like, look, a fight that would move the needle, and we talked about it in the last live, was Garcia versus Broner. Garcia versus Broner would be huge because of the kids that watch the stream and shit, because Broner has a beer belly, because Ryan got Instagram followers. That would be big. That would be bigger than a legitimate boxing match for a title, for some legacy, because the market, what they put together is a reflection of the market. And right now in this market, they only really care about dumb shit, bro. They don't really care about boxing. They care about dumb shit. Bet you Broner versus Garcia does millions. And Broner is so fucking power washed. But if you put him in the ring with Ryan, yeah, they'll watch that dumb shit. They would literally watch that dumb shit.
And they
Shout out
forgetting
to-
that he got knocked down by fucking your cousin Blair Flair.
You want to get kicked off the live, bro?
Yeah, I'm about to grade you off anyway, so go ahead and kick me off now. Blair Flair is your cousin.
Shout out to Misael. Eighth as Benaberger messed up the trilogy. He didn't really mess it up because I don't think it wasn't Bivol intention. Like, look, I gave Bivol grace because he had the surgery, right? Like, look, he had a surgery. He had to have surgery. It is what it is. But now you could say, like, nah, Artur was right. You don't want to fight him. At least not now. You don't want to fight him. And, you know, until you do fight him, it's a duck. Ignacio, what do you think about it?
I mean, yeah, you know, I don't blame Archer for feeling some type of way about it because in reality, there's no real guy left for him to fight except Bivol. So he just wants to get his lick back, and I'm pretty sure he just wants to walk away. And maybe this dude just doesn't want to give him that chance.
Yeah, because Artur actually has the more Artur has the more comprehensive resume of the two. I know it doesn't seem that way because Dimitri fought Canelo, but it's really just Canelo, Zerto, and Artur. That's what's there. Whereas Artur, you know, he fought Marcus Brown, he fought Joe Smith Jr., he fought Callum Smith, he fought Anthony Yard. He has a slightly, and of course, he fought Dimitri. So he has a slightly more comprehensive resume. He actually has less options than Dimitri. See, like Dimitri has the option of fighting Callum Smith because he didn't fight him before. Whereas Artur, nah, I've been beat the shit out of him. I beat the shit out of him before I beat you. So he don't got a lot to do. Like, come on, I gotta fuck you up, Dimitri. I gotta beat the shit out of you, bro. And you know he's running out of
somebody
time.
drop a $5 super chat so I can get and kick me off the panel.
Yeah, $5 gets Brim off the panel. It's a discount tonight. $5 gets Brim off the panel. If not, he gonna do Rapper's Delight until y'all kick him off, bro.
To the hip hop.
Don't
Don't stop the bang bang the bang bang the boogie to the bang don't do the beat.
Boogie to B. Now what you hear is not a breast. I'm a rapping to the B. Yo, listen, man.
But you see, Chloe
Right now-
Bailey Juice is going to lick a feed.
Yo, dog, Chloe Bailey is so fucking ridiculous, bro. I don't think that's a real person, bro. I keep thinking, yo, they made that joint on a computer, bro. That's not a real person. It's too much stimuli over. It's way too much stimuli for me, dog. Like, nah, y'all tricking me. This is an AI or some type of shit, bro. It's an AI. But you know, that aside, we got Pacheco this weekend fighting Emmanuel Alim, and we're gonna see what that does. I really think that we need to vocalize on social media for DAZN to put together a better schedule for what we pay, whether you're an annual subscriber like me or you're in the ultimate tier. I think that you guys have very little excuses to not put together the very best matchup because you have everybody now. There are no politics now. You have everybody that matters. You have everybody. So y'all, it shouldn't be no weekends like last weekend when none of y'all doing nothing. Matchroom, y'all not doing nothing this weekend. Queensbury, y'all not doing nothing. Top Rank Golden Boy, y'all not doing nothing. PBC, y'all not doing nothing. That shit can't happen again, bro. We over here watching Russian fights and shit. Like, nah, that shit can't happen again, bro.
The IBA.
Maybe they should have recruited them when they first started to Ultimate Tier. So they have a whole big package ready to go for the whole 12 fights for the year. They should have snatched everybody up early, or wait till the middle of the year and start bringing everybody along and shit. They're just trying to stretch it out, I guess, so we can stay on and shit.
And the PBC fights is dick and the booty fights. Fundora
Anyway.
versus Hadrabayev. Brandon Figueroa versus Kamita. Fucking Gary about to fight somebody. I don't know who Gary about to fight. They
Bro,
say he gonna
Jules, they
fight.
might as well just put champion versus unbiased brims. That's all they should do.
But that's what they fighting, unbiased brims. Like somebody said that Hadrabayev guy is good. I ain't seen that dude fight, the Albanian dude that Fundora about to fight. I never seen that dude fight, but somebody said he's decent. I gotta give him a look. Hopefully he knocked Fundora out. Just
No, he's
fuck
not. Jules, he don't really have no
everything up.
power.
You don't have no power?
No, he's fought. I think his last fight was his 23rd or 24th fight, and he only has like 9 knockouts.
Well, look, don't start talking like that. We end up in another motherfucking Bruno Sarace situation, bro. No, what that shit was going to happen. You never know. Yeah, I mean, and look, Mendoza's not that hard a puncher either, but he knocked out Sebastian, I think Sebastian got that glass jaw, bro.
Right.
For real. So, I mean, hopefully.
He's not really getting back.
Listen, I couldn't get you no $5 to get me kicked off. I'm about to get ready to go back to work. Y'all be blessed, man.
I'll see you later, Brim.
Oh.
And Sebastian, they still allowing this motherfucker to waste everybody time and shit. Like it's with him, it's ridiculous. Like your dog, don't unifications trump mandatories? Yes. So what the fuck is stopping you from fighting Boots, bro? What's stopping you?
Because Samson don't want to do it unless he gets way overpaid. Period.
Yeah, but the thing is that nobody's like, look, even the Virgil Ortiz fight has a cap on it. Like, yeah, it's a decent fight, but that ain't no huge money maker either. Like, nah, y'all don't sell that much. So what you gonna do? You just gonna protect this guy forever? When are you gonna cash him out? Because it's like it ain't really a lot left for him to do. What you think? You gonna get Spence after this? I don't think you gonna get Spence after this. And that's if Spence even wins. That's if he even wins. I don't think you gonna get him after this. Spence might go fight Conor Ben after that. Might fight Conor Ben. Keith Thurman is something.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see them trying to pull that bullshit. But like I said earlier, Jules, I think it's gonna be he defends against this fucking Albanian, wins, and then they dump the belt and then have him fight Jesus Ramos or Old Man Lara at 160.
Yep. I don't think he's gonna fight. That's my official prediction too. That I don't know if it's gonna be. I don't know which one of the belts at middleweight he's gonna go for. I think the easiest one would be the Jesus Ramos fight, just because he has been WBC champion already. I think that's what he's gonna do. Like he's not gonna fight Virgil. He's not gonna fight Boots. He's not gonna fight either of them. Next year he moves up. Because if you not gonna go after them guys, and he's not, if you not, what's the point in making 154 then? Why even keep making that weight then? You're not gonna fight these guys. That's the money. So, there goes that fucking shit. Josh Kelly fighting Aguiarco. Did y'all see the undercard for Joshua versus Pringles?
Straight New York City trash on the corner.
Bro, that shit is.
That's what that is.
That shit is Subway juice, bro. I seen that shit, bro. They got Shiraz. I don't know who the fuck that dude is fighting Shiraz. They got Kelly versus Aguiarco, which look, that's not a bad fight, but at the very most, that's a UK area. That's like a domestic level fight right there, because Aguiarco is not world level. Like that dude is not world level. But the rest of that, it's like the whole prelim is Arabs. It's just mad Arabs.
It's all the dudes from the bodegas fighting each other.
Basically, that's like Avengers Assemble from New York City bodegas. Like it's gonna be chopped cheese sandwiches and looses everywhere, bro. Like the whole shit is Arabs.
All kinds of smoothies being given out after the fight.
Right? What do you want, boss? What do you want to give? You want egg cheese
Lamb,
sandwich? I give.
lamb over rice and all kinds of shit out
It's
there.
yo. It's gonna be the Akis from the bodega versus the halal food guys. That's what that shit is, bro. What you want, boss? I give. You want lamb rice? Lamb rice, white sauce?
White cream.
That's that shit look like. I looked on that undercut. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck any of these people is, bro.
Nope.
And then it kind of looks like Matchroom is withdrawing from signing the women, because usually on a Matchroom show you might have at least one girl fight, and it's like, nah, they withdrawing from that. It looks like, which look, it's unfortunate, but I think that's because of MVP, and I think MVP I think that MVP kind of fucked it up. You signed so many girls that you didn't leave nobody for anybody else to sign.
Once Scott
That's how-
Nicholson left, that was their star power.
No, they still got Sky. They still got her. They got her. But she's gonna her fights because of the Foxtel deal. See, like, look, Matchroom still has 4 girls that I know of. They got Sky, Molly McCann, Shannon Ryan, and Elif Nurturan. They got like 4 girls. But the shit is, Sky, she's gonna be fighting in Australia from now on because they got a Foxtel deal. She don't got to keep moving around no more. Her fights is gonna be in Australia. But it looked like because MVP signed most of the good girls, they didn't leave anybody for anybody else to sign that they might have wanted, you know? So it's like, well, Sandy Ryan is out pregnant, right? She done got knocked the fuck up. Who knows if she gonna come back? And it's like, you kind of fucked it up because you put the whole burden now on yourself to promote all these fucking girls. And I don't know if you could do that. I know things that I'm not supposed to know. And I don't know if you could do that. Shout out to Misael. Shiraz should be fighting Macumbi or Bruno. For real. Who that? Fig? Fat? Who that? Fag? Fug? Who the fuck is that? Fucking homo. This motherfucker fucking homo gonna put a fucking picture of fucking homo.
I gotta listen to that fucker talk about how Wilder's a generational talent, bro.
Fig do that shit to make motherfucker blood pressure boil, bro. That's why
I
he
know
do
he
that
do,
shit.
and then he
He's
does
that-
it with his fucking monotonous tone, like he's just uninterested, bro.
That's
Fuck
why
outta
the
here.
shit works, because he not even serious, but he sound like he like, nah, you know, I gotta do. He sound like dead ass, and he not.
I think Errol Spencer's gonna come back and become undisputed. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? He's that dude that if everybody say left, he gotta say right. If everybody say right,
Bro,
he
I've
gotta
been
say
said that. That
left.
nigga contrarian, bro.
The contrarian.
That motherfucker is a contrarian, bro.
He's a
That's word of the day, baby.
Yeah, he's whatever motherfuckers is saying. Like, look, y'all ain't even peep the shit. He says some shit that I say all the time. I see motherfuckers, all these motherfuckers getting tattoos, and I don't want one. He said that, but when I agreed with him, y'all ain't noticed that he flipped. Well, you know, I might get one. You know, I might like yo. I
can't stand that
Fuck is going with you, yo?
I can't stand that
Fuck is good. He said, well, you know, I might get one. You know what I'm
That
saying?
nigga,
Like,
oh my god,
Then
that
that's just a
motherfucker broke my
dickhead move.
back.
no, he just can't stand agreeing with motherfuckers. Like, he don't want to agree with nobody or nothing, bro.
It's like he
But-
thinks if you're in agreement, it's gay.
Well, yeah, some shit like that. But look, I ain't even going for like, I'm 43, so I wouldn't run out and get a tattoo now. I think that'd just be some dick bag shit. Like, I don't have any. So
You probably wouldn't even heal correctly with your old ass.
listen, bro, I'm fucking strong as shit, bro. Fuck is you talking about? But,
This nigga.
these motherfuckers think I'm in my fucking 30s. They eyes get all big when I'm fucking in my mid 40s, dog. You mid 40s? Oh my god!
Nah, I seen your shorts on YouTube. You look old, nigga.
Fuck you mean I look old? Suck my dick, B.
Hey, calm down, Supercut.
Fuck you mean I look old? But yeah, you know, Diego fighting, Andy fighting. I gotta look up this guy that Andy fighting. You know, I don't know who the fuck that dude is.
No, I'm excited as fuck not to watch that fight.
I guess that Andy bought the BIBF champion, right? I guess. Because Murataya not gonna fight him again. Why the fuck would he do that? Murataya not gonna fight him again. Andy gonna fight in an eliminator. He gonna win, and then we back in the shit. Murataya, you got to beat him again. That's how it is. Do you think he beats him again, Ignacio?
Yeah, because I don't think Andy can really change his stripes at this point anymore. He is who he is. Like there ain't nobody that's gonna change him.
I guess. Shout out to Misael. Fig said Wilder was top 10 when Jules went to smoke. And when he came back, he agreed with Jules that Wilder's.
He did do that shit. Oh my
That's
god.
a trigger, bro. That's
I
a
remember
trigger
that.
for me. Wilder's a trigger because that Wilder has to be. And remember, I've been watching boxing since Chavez, bro. I've been watching boxing since Chavez and Camacho. And I gotta say that in all these years of watching this sport, the two biggest hype jobs, arguably three, that I have ever seen is Deontay Wilder, Gervonta Davis, and maybe Michael Grant. And I don't even know if I should put Michael Grant because Michael didn't really motherfuckers wasn't lining up for no motherfucking Michael Grant, but he was a hype job though. Like he was.
Bro,
a
it might
hype-
be it might be a bit of a hot take, but I feel like Spence is right there in line with them all.
Nah, because Spence, like
Well, he
relatively
got
speaking,
spoon-fed belts over on the PBC Island. The
no,
one real belt he got
what
was
you can
Kell Brook.
say, what you can say about Spence that is maybe different from Wilder and Gervonta is, look, he did fight most of the best welterweights. He did. If
Oh
you,
yeah,
if
let me
you,
call my mama because he fought Danny Garcia, bro.
no, I'm saying if you remove Terrence from it, he did fight Sean. He did fight Ugas. Danny, for good measure, he did fight Kell Brook. So you kind of got to give him that. Look, he was a legitimate unified champion. Wilder, you never unified shit. Javante, you never unified shit. You see? Whereas with Spence,
That's fair. I hear you.
yeah, with Spence, you could give him that. They're like, yeah, you did fight the best guys. You were fortunate enough that many of the best guys in your division were right there with you. But look, you did fight them. You did fight them, And the two best wins, I rate the win over Kell Brook. Not highly, but I rate it. And I do rate the win over Sean because Sean beat Ugas and he beat Danny. So it's like, yeah, I'll give you that much.
Not Brook. I mean, I always gave him credit for Brook because he went out of his way to go get that belt.
Yeah, and
But
plus
to me,
Brook
like,
was
bro, he was coming off a broken face and like you broke his other eye. Like, come on, dog. Like that wasn't like a
Brook.
fucking like an undefeated Brook or something.
All
You
right,
know what
but
I'm
you
saying?
don't hear Herb trying to talk. Can you shut
No,
the
but
fuck up?
no, he was in the right. He was in the right. I had to wait for him to finish. But I'm saying Brook
He
was
just kept trying
boxing.
to interject until I was done, and I just didn't shut the fuck up. I hear you, Herb.
Um,
You good, bro?
Fucking dickhead.
I mean, I was
But
saying that Brook was boxing his head off before that anyway.
he
Who the
was
fuck fell down the
actually.
stairs? You heard that shit?
No, he was actually. He was doing pretty good up until he decided that when he heard that crackle in his face, he was doing pretty good up until that point. But look, those are solid wins, and that's saying that if you think about the Brook that he fought, right, and this is the part where you got to put your thinking cap on, Danny would not have beat that Brook.
That's fair.
Danny wouldn't have beat that. The Brook
Danny's
that
ass,
Spence
though.
fought. Okay, that Brook that he fought, right? Bear in mind, he had already beat Sean Porter, took his belt. I don't think that Keith Thurman would have beat that Brook that he fought. Fucked up face and all that. I don't think Keith Thurman would have beat that Brook.
I
No.
agree. I agree with
So
that.
that's why you see where that you kind of
Yeah,
gotta.
yeah. I hear you.
You kind of gotta give him some. Like, yeah, that was a broken Brook, but y'all motherfuckers wouldn't have beat him. Y'all wouldn't have. So
Plus, he was boxing Triple G up for a little while too before they put the pressure on him.
He was
See?
boxing him up for like 3 rounds, and then in that fourth, he started getting fucked up in that fourth round, and I think he got stopped in the fifth. I think it was. So Anyway, we got that that AJ undercard. My goodness, that shit is trash. Let me upload that shit so y'all can see what the fuck I'm talking about. This shit is ass cheeks.
Word.
And it's a paper. It's nothing but Arabs on that fucking shit. It's mad Arabs on that shit.
The
It's
fuck, for
lamb and
real?
rice versus chopped cheese.
That's what you pretty much. It's mad Arabs on the undercard, bro.
That's
Oh,
got to be
that's-
Turkey's work, of course.
Those is all Turkey little cousins, nieces, and nephews and shit fighting on that shit.
Yeah, his second cousins and shit with their
Shit
fucking.
is ass cheeks, bro.
They
Let's
gonna
see
fly
here.
in the they gonna fly in the arena in the airplane. All of them.
For real, right? They
Nah,
gonna
bro, they
par-
all pull up in their fucking jets.
they gonna paraglide into that shit like October 7th, bro.
They gonna crash into
Stupid
the
bitch.
arena. All 10 of them gonna get in the plane and crash into the arena.
There it
That's
is.
crazy, Herb. That's crazy, Herb.
Sutsumi's okay. Like Sutsumi's that little Japanese guy. That's okay. I don't know who Kachik. I don't even know how to say that
that's
shit.
way too many consonants, bro.
Motherfucker got a K next to an H. What the fuck am I supposed to do with that?
You're supposed to like it's like spit.
Motherfucker got a. Then he got a Z. My God, he got a Z next to a H next to an N. How the
Bro,
fuck
you
am
know
I
what
supposed to say
name,
that?
bro? You got to spit and choke on it to say that name.
And then what's the other one? Patrach. Like, yo, I don't know how to say that shit. Sutsumi,
Fuck
I
that.
know. Sutsumi, I know. That's the little Japanese guy that fights okay. I think he's a prospect, though. I'm not sure he's a contender yet. Kelly versus Aguiarco. It's okay. Kelly Aguiarco.
Who's
Shiraz,
fighting?
I don't know who the fuck that fucking
I'm like,
mall
who the
cop
fuck
looking
is that? I feel like
motherfucker
a
is,
casual,
bro.
I don't know. Like, who the fuck is this guy he fighting?
That looks like an Armenian that owns a cigar shop.
That's real fucking
High
specific,
key, bro. I'll keep it a bean. I started working for this game room and shit because it's illegal here in Texas. That dude looks just like my fucking boss. That dude owns all this shit. Yeah, them dudes straight Arab,
Oh,
dog.
listen, bro, you better fucking stay out of trouble. What happened to the pallet shit, bro? Why's you working in a?
I got let go.
You did?
Yeah, no, they started letting people go because they're like consolidating and shit. They don't have enough like forklift drivers. They had too many builders and shit, so they started letting go all the niggas that started within the last year and shit.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
That's
Yeah, that shit was
I've
gay
been
as fuck.
listen, bro. I've been let go before when there was a company that I was working for. What the fuck was the Food Emporium? This was in New York, and they let motherfuckers go. I got let go in the second phase because I had been with them for 4.5, 5 years. So it was the same thing. Like any motherfucker that had just got hired, they got let go first. Then if you had a little
because
bit of
I had put my cousin on and he'd only been there like 2 weeks and they let him go too.
yeah, that feeling sucks. But the good thing is that, well, at least for me, I got a couple of weeks of unemployment out of that shit. So I got to chill, I got to smoke, all type of shit. For a couple of weeks, I was on unemployment, so that was good. Shout out to unemployment.
That shit happened to me.
But that shit sucks, bro. When you get let go, like you don't know what to do at first. And I was young when that happened. So I was like, yo, I don't know what the fuck to do. I just got let go.
No, and then remember, I'm having my first kid in September.
Yeah. Can't you go for unemployment, or was it off the books?
No, I didn't get any unemployment because I didn't qualify. Because last year I worked for myself, so they didn't consider me like an employee, so I didn't qualify or some shit. But I immediately got back to work though. Like I got back on irrigation. I'm doing this. It's all under the table shit. But I mean, your money's still rolling. You know what I'm saying?
No, I dig it, bro. I pray for you, bro. I hate hearing shit like getting let go sucks, bro. That shit really sucks, bro. You know
I know.
what
I
I'm saying?
remember when I got my last check, I fucking bought ecstasy pills just to sling that shit. Like, fuck this shit, bro. Like, I wasn't gonna.
My
This dude is
wait
well,
till,
bro. Shit.
He's like,
Yeah.
fuck getting fired. I'm gonna go slang some shit.
Real B. If I can't pay rent, I'm gonna get locked up. Fuck it.
Yeah, he's yelling about it. He said, "Sling some drugs, don't break it."
Fuck it, bro. But yeah, that shit sucks, man. And then there was another spot. They had opened up like a fairway. And it felt like a godsend because I had been on unemployment for a couple of weeks and believe I was comfortable as shit because I was getting decent money. And then they opened up like a fairway, like a new fairway downtown. And, I had hella experience already, so I had got picked up real fast. And, making money doing that for a couple of weeks. And then they laid us off because they hired too many fucking people. I'm back on unemployed. I was like, yo, this is bullshit. Yo,
What's cool though, like a silver lining, that cousin that got fired with me, he he went looking back at this oil field he used to work out in Pittsburgh, Texas, and
yeah.
they pay like 1,500 a week, and
Damn.
because the reason he got fired was because they had sold the company, but they just recently rebought it back, and so they're hiring all new staff and shit. So he's like, cuz I'm gonna go get that job, and I'm gonna put you through, and we're gonna fucking. I moved out to fucking Pittsburgh.
Yo, listen, bro. I'll pray for you to get that fucking job, because then you're gonna send me like 30% of your check in super chats. So,
God, dog, I'm gonna be talking shit in super chat all day.
No, listen, bro. I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna rub my dick on a tree.
Oh my god!
This nigga is a kid, bro.
Yo, fucking Jules, you random as fuck with that.
You remember Avatar when she put the the cord in the tree and was talking? She's talking to Layla Ali because
he's gonna attach a branch to his asshole.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick a branch in my ass to talk to the earth and put the word in, bro.
Jesus Christ,
put the good word in out here, bro. But real shit, man. Yeah, that getting laid off really sucks. I've been through that two times, only two times in my life, but it sucked fucking ass, bro. I'd rather get
that's like fired, like I said, the first thing I said, because it only took me like a week to get back into work, but I just said, God provides.
That's one thing. Let me tell you something. That's one fucking thing you're gonna learn at the age now. At the age you are now, God provides, bro. Believe that. Like, yeah, when I had my first kid, I didn't have no money. Shit just happened when it needed to happen. Believe it or not. I had no money when I had my daughter. No money. But the right shit happened at the right time to have the right money to make the shit work, bro. On God. Like, yeah, God will provide. Believe that shit. He provided me with this fucking Newport that I'm about to smoke.
Peep game, my mom actually gave me this for my son.
Hold up. Let me put you on the Jumbotron. Hold on. Wait, let me see.
That will always provide.
Wow, that's nice, bro. Not for nothing. I get nostalgic because my kid, like my daughter's a teenager and my son's not really little anymore. So I miss when they was little and shit. You know what I mean? Like I miss when they was real little with toddlers and shit like that. I was bothering my wife like, yo, I'm trying to have him. She's like, fuck out of here. You can
beating your ass off with a stick.
40s like, nah, we can't be doing that shit.
No, nigga, we're not finna restart this clock. You better shut the fuck up.
You know what I'm saying? For real, we in our 40s now. You know what I'm saying? It probably ain't a good idea. But look, I'm gonna smoke this cigarette round one. Take it away.
Yo,
so what kind of extra skills were they? Were they like double stacks? Were they like, what were they? The Transformers, the Pikachu? What was you?
Hey, when's your baby due?
September, like mid-September.
That's not that far.
That's what I'm saying. It was real stressful when I found out I got laid off. I'm like, fuck.
Because I know you was working, bro. Remember you was always on live and showing what you was doing, and I seen you just stacking pallets like a motherfucker. I was like, oh shit, you was just working in a warehouse somewhere and shit, huh? Yeah.
No, and it's good money, like I was making close to $1,000 a week, so it was decent money. But
yeah, bro.
And then for the hours, bro, I was getting out at like 2:00 and shit, having the rest of my day to go train. Like that was the real hard part. Like, man, fuck. Like it was a really good job, and I was able to work my workout schedule around.
Yeah, I know. I remember like when I had my first kid, I wasn't even working. Like I was gonna have a kid, and I haven't worked in like almost 2 years and shit. So I was like, fuck, I need to go get a job and shit. I was just like not doing shit, just slanging weed. Like it was like, not even a lot of weed, bro. Like my uncles were slinging the bigger shit. I was just getting the little bunch and getting money for myself and shit. But after that, I'm like, fuck, bro. I was just looking for a job left and right because I'm like, I'm gonna need some real money. Can't wait for like no little fucking shit like this. But at the same time, I didn't want to do no big shit with my uncles and shit. Fuck that. I'm not.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm
not like this shit. This gig is cool.
I'm crime for the time, but certain crimes, bro.
Not like technically, I'm violating my probation right now being here. But
Oh man,
I
yeah.
mean,
Well, I mean, you
it's
still kind of
170 a night. You
crowded.
know, I'm making money. You know what I'm saying? All I'm doing is
Yeah, yeah, that
watching
doesn't
these
matter,
cameras all
bro.
night, patting people down, and making sure no shit pops off. That's not.
Yeah, like fuck
It's
that
easy
shit.
money.
If you making money and you like fuck it, bro. You making money, bro. You do
Yeah,
that.
and it's easy money too. It's just a little mind numbing. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's crazy, bro. And how old are you again? You're 27?
Shit up. Yeah, yeah. I turned
Yes.
20. I turned
Damn,
28 in
bro.
September. That's why it's
Damn,
like.
bro. I had my first kid when I was like 19, bro. Like, yeah, bro.
That's what my cousin was just telling me right here because he worked here too. He's like, damn, I had my first kid when I was like 19. You know, even though he said 17. I was like,
My first
Oh
hell.
shit. Yeah, I was
I
kind
was
of young, you know. So yeah, I was young as fuck when I had my first child and shit.
I was like
No,
18 when I
I'm fortunate enough that I waited long enough to be like where I'm
Hell yeah,
actually
bro.
mature and
I should have.
shit.
I should have been like you, bro. Like just wait, because my dumb ass didn't. I had
No,
settled
I
down,
always thought about it. You
did
know what I'm
all this
saying? Like
shit.
because I'm a pretty like conscientious person. Like I know I can think before I nut. So I was like, just put it on a tummy, just put it on a tummy, bro. You know, like
Put it on the tongue. At this time,
just
you just
yeah,
did it, bro.
just put it on the tongue, bro. No, I did though. Like I
Oh
genuinely
yeah.
did like choose this girl to have my child and shit. It just turned out she don't like me, which I was like, all right,
Oh yeah.
it is what it is. I got a good
yeah.
woman now though. I got a good woman in my corner. She's supportive as fuck. So God
Yeah, man.
provides.
That's just crazy. But hey, man. Once your son grows up, and you know he gonna start boxing, you're gonna be like, oh shit, goddamn, he gonna
Yeah,
start
I'm
wanting to
gonna get
fight
him to
with
whoop
people.
Mirage's ass. I'm gonna let my son bully Mirage.
Oh shit, bro. So you're having a son then, huh?
Hell yeah.
That's dope, bro. That's dope. My first wasn't a son; it was a girl. So, yeah, man.
Ah,
Yeah.
fuck, I got grandkids right now. You guys just having y'all first kids.
Oh, damn, for reals?
Yeah.
Hey, so are you guys pumped of that Rolly and Tio fight pay-per-view?
And no, fuck. I'd be funny if Rolly knocked Tito out by mistake. I'd be like, yeah.
Rolly over here turned around and just threw a punch backwards.
Rolly
But
judo.
you're gonna hear just like this fucking retard roar, and he's gonna accidentally knock out fucking Theo with one shot.
Yeah,
Shit, bro. That's
judo
fucking
flip it.
crazy.
He
I
gonna
can't
judo
believe
flip.
You're
that.
just gonna hear.
I mean, look, bro. I hate the fact that this shit. This is why I like Zuffa, because
Judo
we're
flip,
gonna need to
bro.
start buying people out like that, because motherfuckers ain't worth pay-per-view. Motherfuckers ain't gonna get them views. They will if they have, they're on like free streaming. Like, Rolly and Tio. I don't even think it's gonna do fucking 150
Bro,
pay-per-view
it's just
buys.
gonna go. That's just gonna go double dick on the fucking scale, bro.
That
That's
shit's
just
gonna go
gonna go
ass and
double
down.
glizzy, bro.
Bro, that shit, man, that shit was crazy because I never really thought that would happen. But here we go. We got a Rolly and Tio pay-per-view. Damn, my boy said I had a son at 50.
What the fuck?
Bro, Eduardo, bro, for reals?
Damn. 50?
That's bold.
God damn, bro. There's a lot of people having babies like that. I'm like, damn, bro, you so old. Why do you
At
need
least
a
they're not
baby?
like De Niro and fucking Pacino having
Yeah,
kids in their
motherfucker, De
80s.
Niro has a kid. Like, I'm like, what the fuck?
Fucking
Isn't this
old.
man
He got
like old as shit? Like, fuck. I didn't
butt,
know that dick still worked. I thought fucking he can't nut at a certain age when you get
butt,
old.
I don't
What the
know.
fuck?
butt.
That's crazy, bro. He said he
Wow,
got a kid.
man. So,
Pacino too. I think I heard him, and they're like
yeah,
90 or 80, I believe. I think they're 80.
because
Yeah.
they out there busting. They out there busting Benjamin Buttons in them bitches.
Oh my god, that's fucking crazy, man.
That's what they doing.
Yeah, fucking Floyd need to get in the ring. His daughter Price, she gonna need that bag.
Is that the one that fucking did, young boy?
The stripper daughter, yeah,
Yes.
which is crazy, bro. Like Floyd, what were you thinking, Floyd?
Oh yeah, he's being knocked up a stripper. What a fucking
I was like,
moron.
what was you thinking, Floyd? What was you thinking, dog? Like, god damn.
Oh shit! Hey Sophie.
Like these guys don't even think. Like they just don't even think. Like they really don't think like at all, bro. Like Devin Haney, look at David Benavidez. His girl's cheating on him, bro. She over here, he's sniffing coke. He's doing, man. You probably
Yeah,
getting
man.
fucked, letting another guy sniff coke off your ass right now. Like
Yeah,
shit,
man.
bro.
David
You
definitely
know,
gives me cut vibes.
hey
You
man,
feel
Because I
me?
don't understand. I don't
these
understand why
bitches,
she doesn't
bro.
want to fuck me.
These bitches, bro. Look, bro. Right now, David Benavidez is all crying right now because his girl's leaving him, and she's over here getting
I'm
dick down and
telling
shit.
you,
You
I'm
know,
telling
he's
you,
over
bro.
there working out and shit. She getting dick down and shit. You know, like it's
They both
true
getting to
things.
work out.
I mean, shit. Well, yeah, she working out too, but you know, like, yeah,
I'm
man.
getting worked out.
I'm getting. Oh shit, bro.
No, David definitely gives me cut vibes,
Like,
bro.
bro.
Like you
Look at.
definitely go sit in the
I
chair.
mean, look at Tank, bro. What the fuck you over here fucking grabbing this bitch and shit, dragging her out the fucking thing, but like,
Bro, no,
y'all
no, no,
know.
no. You know what I know that like it was like the most gayest shit that I ever seen thing, dude. It was after the Ryan Garcia fight. When he was in the locker room getting fucking interviewed by whatever fucking dude it was. I think it was standing on one foot, like his foot on the other one, like he looked like he was about to get asked to prom, bro. I was like, bro, hey, stand like a fucking man, bro. You fucking feet all
Bro, I
crossed
remember
and
that
shit. I
too.
was like,
Yeah,
bro,
bro was rocking a hearse.
zestiest interview I ever seen, bro. And I watched Elton John's fucking interviews.
Hey, my guy Pete said, Jules, I am 47. Had my boy at 43. Do it, man. We'll keep
Really?
you young.
Oh my
Man,
God.
listen, man. That
Fuck
that that
that.
man, listen, man. My wife said, nah, homie, we nah, homie, we not doing
His
that.
wife be beating him off with a stick.
So, yeah, I mean, like, it
Jules
ain't
got
happening,
cut off.
Captain. I got cut off? How the
Yep.
fuck I got cut off?
I
Can
was
you
talking
hear
about
me?
your wife. No, I'm not talking
He
about the live. I was talking about your wife saying no, man. You got cut off.
saying, bro. Yeah, I do miss that because it do keep you young when you got the little ones around and shit, and they little like that. My kids is not really little no more. My daughter's a teenager. My son, he's already like 10 or whatever. So it's like, you know what I mean? I miss when they was all little like that. Daddy, nya, 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 nya. But
You have,
that's a lot of work.
you have some grandkids to chase around before you know it.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like that, live hopefully
That,
live
that'll,
long
that,
enough.
that'll
Sa-
definitely keep you young.
God willing.
Sam Neill died today, man.
Oh
Shit.
yeah,
Oh,
bro. I
yeah, I
seen that.
heard
Yeah,
that,
yeah, yeah.
bro.
For-
That's crazy,
Well,
bro.
and
Fucking
bro,
Sam
and the
Neill,
thing about
man.
it, like he died at what was it, like 53, 52?
No, he was
No,
he was up there, bro. He's in the
he was 80
70s. He's
something.
in
I
the
think he was
70s.
87.
70,
Yeah,
70.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah, I was
So,
like,
so he was
damn.
in the
yeah.
70s. So it's not like he went out too soon or whatever. But it just makes you feel old because I'm like, damn, I remember when Jurassic Park came out. I remember him from Event Horizon before
I was,
Jurassic Park.
yeah, I was like 6 years old when I first watched it because I was born in like '92. That shit came out like a year later, bro. So
Yeah, bro. Like it felt like it was yesterday. They're like, damn, Sam Neill died. Shit, man.
and it's
It's
crazy
fucked
because
up.
he was. I think the last time I seen him, he was in one of the Jurassic Park movies too, the ones that came out not too long ago.
The last time I seen him, he was part of something in Australia to bring some sort of revolutionary cancer cure down there because he had survived cancer, Sam Neill. I forgot which one he had, but he had survived that shit. And they said that he didn't die from that. They say he
Wasn't
went
he in
peace.
that shit, that Yellowstone?
Yellowstone, what's that shit?
Yeah, it's like some cowboy show.
With
Fuck, motherfucker,
Kevin Costner.
motherfucking shit make me feel old, dog. Like feel
You
old
are
out
old,
here,
bro.
bro. Feeling like suck my dick, B.
What the fuck you want from me, bro?
Motherfucker.
I'm not gonna give you a pity compliment, bitch.
Yeah, call me, lie to me, motherfucker. Shout out to George, Roger Mayweather. Nah, Roger beat a lot of these guys, bro. Roger would beat Angelo Leo,
Yeah,
of
Roger
course,
would
bro.
beat the fuck out of these dudes.
Roger could beat Angelo Leo, Brandon Figueroa. Yeah, he could beat Shushu. Yeah, he could beat Oshaki. I mean, he probably could beat Navarrete too. He was the Mexa killer. Remember, he was the. They had to get Chavez to stop him. They had to get Chavez. Like, yeah, we need Chavez to stop this motherfucker. He beating everybody up. So Roger would do fairly well in this era, but I think that about any 15-round fighter. You know, if you drop him in
You
this
can't
era,
compare a 15-round fighter to these guys.
if you get any 15-round fighter and drop them in this era, they're gonna beat the shit out of everything. So
Like
Zufus
Duran would rate the last 135 of the last fucking 10, 15 years.
signed Jason Maloney and Johnny Fisher.
Ow!
Ow! Johnny Fisher that couldn't beat Dave Allen. And this the shit
that got
that
knocked out by Dave Allen.
Another top tier acquisition by
yo. And I'm trying to tell Drew,
when you need him, bro.
and I'm trying to tell Drew, like, you not seeing how crazy that shit look? That y'all keep signing these guys that Matchroom didn't want no more. That's who y'all signing. Hitchens, Belonga, fucking Fisher. But go ahead. Shout out to motherfucking Luis. Real talk versus undefeated in a bucket of baby oil. Ooh. How deep is the bucket?
I'm taking it.
I think I got real talk on that.
Fucking undefeated.
I got long arms.
Undefeated duck, and he dropped off. He was here and he dropped off when he heard Mark. He dipped out like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? But real shit, you know, I just keep telling him that, look, it's cool that you could do that right now, but on some real shit, this don't make no sense, bro. All you doing is picking up motherfuckers that Matchroom didn't want no more and paying them more than Matchroom. Like, how the fuck is they gonna take over doing this shit? How? But you know, hey, Mark
That's
Shapiro.
Stupid though. When I heard it was Johnny, I'm like, what the fuck? This guy got knocked out by
Yo, and
Dave
and
Allen.
the shit is who is Johnny even gonna beat? Who is Johnny? He couldn't beat Dave Allen. Who he gonna beat?
He's gonna fight
Charles Martin.
For real. No, he wouldn't beat Charles Martin. He couldn't beat Dave Allen. How the fuck he gonna beat Charles Martin? Like, bro, the dude couldn't beat Dave Allen, bro.
They're gonna feed him to the FA.
I tell you what, that the smartest thing, Zufa, for signing Johnny fucking Fisher, you might as well sign Dave Allen. He still sell tickets. He beat Johnny Fisher. You might as well sign him, bro, for the shit y'all doing. Y'all gatekeeper central, bro. The white rhino. Like, you might as well, bro, for the shit y'all doing. And I just don't see how you take over boxing doing this shit. How do you do that?
I know, bro. I like Zuffa. You know me. I like Zuffa, UFC.
I like them too.
MMA shit.
I like them too, bro. But it's what I keep saying. They could be successful. In other words, they could do cards that generate some money. They could do that. And they could put together fights that we're willing to watch on either a Saturday afternoon or a Sunday night. They could do that too. But all this shit about them taking over boxing and they gonna run everybody out the sport and they gonna put the sanctioning bodies out of business. Well, not with Johnny Fisher and Jason Maloney. Like, nah, Jason Maloney's gonna put these guys out of business doing Jason Maloney fights. Really? Okay, bro. Okay, bro. Maybe you see something that I don't. You know what I mean? But, they got that going on. They're going to do a fight for Johnny Fisher in London in September. And it's got to be a bum. Like, it's Johnny Fisher, bro. He has to be fighting a bum. He has to be. And it's going to be on a Saturday afternoon on Sky Sports, Paramount over here. I don't know who it's going to be, but it's got to be a fucking bum. It absolutely has to be. I'm waiting for them to sign fucking Ray Beltran. Fuck it.
Ricky Burns making a comeback.
Ricky Burns.
You might as well. Yo, look, for the shit they doing, you might as well sign Adrian Broner. He's buzzing right now. He's doing the streamer thing. You might as well sign him.
Shit,
People
next
are
thing you know,
paying
they're going to sign Campbell Hatton and shit. I mean,
country, you not far. If you sign Johnny Fisher, I mean, like the bar is set really low. If y'all signing Johnny fucking
Yeah,
Fisher,
that
bro.
shit just killed me, bro. I was laughing.
Shout out to George. Randall Tex Cobb versus Dave Allen, then David Price. I would go Texas Cobb to beat Dave Allen. Texas Cobb versus. Look, David Price could punch. He had like that dude couldn't hold a shot to save his fucking life. Like that dude had that was the Glass Joe of Glass Joes. But if he hits you, he might knock your ass out. So I'm gonna go with Texas Cobb to beat both.
You did all that shit just to pick Cobb.
I'm gonna go with Texas. I'm gonna go with Texas Cobb to beat them both, bro. Cause David lost to Tony Thompson, bro. Come on now, with the party socks, bro. It looked like Tony Thompson was fighting in a pair of fucking black forces in that fight, bro. He really had the white tube socks. You remember that? He had the long white tube socks up to his fucking ankle and shit with the fucking black forces, bro. You know, so yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Texas Cobb. He's in the Golden Child, one of my favorite Eddie Murphy movies. He's in the Golden Child. He's one of the goons.
Tony Thompson said after he knocked out Price, he said he wanted to go home and have sex with his wife.
Yo, that was one of the most unfiltered fucking, especially for back then. Motherfuckers that used to say shit like, "I'm gonna go home, have sex with my wife." Like, yo, this dude is wildin', B.
He was on there.
Wildin', B. Like, calm the fuck down, bro. That's TMI, bro. TMI.
No, but that's why Derek Lewis is so popular. Because I'm about to go home, throw my wife's in up in years.
Cause my balls was hot. You know what I'm saying? I heard of swamp ass, but I never heard of hot balls. I did have. I have
Texas shit, bro.
I have experienced hot dick. I don't know if that's the same thing as hot balls, but I have had hot dick on a hot summer day. Motherfucker dick just
down here in Texas, bro. It's the balls in there.
Shit is crazy.
You know everything's bigger in Texas.
That's when it's. That's when you. But I have experienced that, and that's when it's really fucking hot. Tomorrow gonna be like a hundo, so I'm definitely going. I'm gonna be outside most of the day tomorrow. I might upload one episode of the relay in the morning, and then most of the morning and the afternoon I'm gonna be out, and then I'll probably do a live. You know what I'm saying? Late at night. But if hot balls is anything like hot dick, I've experienced that. You know, and it's not a good feeling.
I'm gonna hit the pool tomorrow.
What's it gonna be in Texas tomorrow?
Fucking I know where hot as dick.
Fucking hot as fucking 110. There go Niz. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you know what? The forecast says 88 for tomorrow, bro.
Yo, we got it worse than y'all. It's gonna be a hundo over here, bro. It's gonna be a whole hundo out here. But 100 don't feel
like it's gonna. It actually looks like it's gonna rain all week.
Yeah,
but next week it's gonna be in the 100.
We got a heat wave where I'm at. We got a heat wave. It's not going to rain this week.
They said it's going to be a hundo here too tomorrow.
Yeah, but you got that Pacific weather. Like, I don't think we got the same weather because you all the way on the other side of the country. I'm all the way on the East Coast, so I don't think we got the same weather. But I know it's going to be hot as a bitch tomorrow. So
you know what we've had the last 2 days though? It's been like super muggy, like as if we lived in the South or Midwest. It's like it's been like that.
Well, you
hot,
ain't Sac by the coast.
Yeah, but it's dry though. Usually, this is unusual because usually Sac heat is pretty dry, man. This shit, I feel like I'm in goddamn Florida, Louisiana, man. Fuck.
Oh, you is by the water, bro. That
country has swamp ass, basically, is what he's saying.
That's what he's telling us, that he has swamp ass right now, bro. Crocodile Dundee in there. You know what I'm saying? Good eye, mate. You know what I'm saying? Shit is crazy. But Matchroom has a card for that heavyweight that I like, Turmowana. They got a card for him coming up. He's fighting some nondescript bum. I don't even think you should do his fights in Australia. You should just let that motherfucker fight in the UK. Get him popular over there so he can start making money. It's a big motherfucker and he hit hard. Should do that.
They'll love him in the UK if he's like that.
Oh, he's a big motherfucker, and he hit hard as shit, and he could move
That's
though.
how I come on the women. I tell them I'm a big
The
motherfucker.
last old man he hit. You seen that last
Yeah,
old man he hit, Drew?
he beat the I put the highlights of that shit in the reels. Like he
Oh,
beat the shit out of that old dude, bro. Like you ain't had to hit that old dude that fucking hard, bro. That dude is like my age, bro.
Fucking
Yeah,
Jules
he
is like it's
told
elder abuse.
he
If
taught
you
that old
listen,
dude never to box again.
no, listen, I posted it to my reels. When he hits the dude, it sounds like a gunshot. That's how hard he hit that. Bah! Like he hit that mother. Like you ain't had to hit that old dude that hard, bro. That wasn't necessary, bro. But that's that's the job. That's the job, bro. You know what I'm
You ain't have to
saying?
hit him that
You
hard,
know,
bro.
you had to hit him that hard, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what's going on with them. Fucking, they still putting together Canelo's undercard, but it sounds like it's gonna be good. They got that vacant IBF
I
title
think
fight. They got that vacant title fight between Delgado and Bjarslanov on that shit. So I'm looking forward to that. Probably gonna
I
have
heard that
Mungia on that shit too.
I heard Charles Conway is gonna
That's the
be on
Mexico versus
somebody's
the world
card.
card, right?
Yeah, Charles Conwell is gonna be on the undercard of Roach Zapay. It's about time because I like Charles. Like Charles, Boots will beat the shit out of Charles, but aside from Boots, Charles could fuck some shit up. I like Charles could beat
Yeah.
some people. It's been a minute since he fought. He ain't fought since fucking Perez beat him. It's been a minute since he
He's
fought.
not,
I wondered what the
he's
fuck
not,
happened to him.
his height. He's short though. That's the thing with him. He's just short.
For 154 he is. He actually
Yeah.
he looked tiny next to that Perez dude when they fought. He looked like a midget, but you know, he doing what he
That's a
got to
damn.
do. He better not go to middleweight. They'll beat the shit out of him up there too. But he's coming back. Munguia got to fight again this year. It's still 5 months left, bro. You still got plenty of time to get out there and defend that belt, bro. You got to fight again. Hopefully they add him to Canelo's undercard, especially now that it's in October. You got plenty of time to get ready. But if he do fight, we know it ain't gonna be a unification because Shiraz is fighting on AJ shit. The Cuban is supposed to be fighting the Dominican. Who does that leave? Mobili, who's fighting Canelo. Yeah, it ain't gonna be no unification. Shit, we should get Munguia versus Caleb Plant, bro. Beat up the white boy. Go beat him up. John B. And yeah, schedule's kind of dry after that though.
Yeah, that
Ain't
sucks.
it's kind of dry. Like if you think about it, the fights we got coming up, Spence Zoo. I don't even count the Joshua fight. Spence Zoo, Roach Zapata, Canelo Mobili. That's what we got. Not bad, but they got to fill those pockets in between. That's why I keep saying that. They're like, y'all got too many promoters on the zone for there to be dry weekends. Y'all better come up with something. Shout
Don't
out to El
forget
Talibano.
Hergovic and Tama, Jules.
Yeah, that's a good one. That is a good one. But I don't think anybody's picking Hergovic to do nothing. Nobody has Hergovic winning that fight. Shout out to El Talibano. Inching closer. How's the panel Canelo prediction? Oh, fellas, that one's for y'all.
I got Canelo
I
by
think
points,
Canelo.
but it's not going to be an
Philly?
easy fight. It's going to be a rough one for him.
One for Canelo.
Nah, I think Canelo probably. I think Canelo's gonna one too, but I don't think it's gonna be
Canelo
that
pulled
hard.
that
But
one
this is
off.
a dude that was struggling with the one arm every team.
Go ahead, Herb.
Canelo pulls that off. He pulls it off.
Round one.
Does
Round
he
one, you
pull
got
it off
Canelo?
hard?
Round one is undecided. He doing his country thing. I'm going to say I don't know. I'm going to say I don't know yet. I'm going to see how I feel the week of the fight. That was a good point that Real Talk made, though. You really did struggle with like a 39-year-old Derevyanchenko that was injured. That is a good point. Like, yeah, Canelo better than that guy. Yeah, that's a good point. I might have to go with Canelo on that premise.
But then, Jules, don't forget, Canelo was out here drinking all kinds of tequila. So
That is true.
That
is true. He was
Nah,
he was at the
he
World
might
Cup.
even be better.
Oh, he was at the World Cup, saucy as a motherfucker too. I
But
seen him
now he's
wilding.
mad as fuck that Mexico lost. Dude. It's crazy.
No, and he was teasing the British guys. Y'all seen him? He was teasing them guys. He's talking shit. Drunk as a fuck. Talking
Word.
shit. Yeah, yo, he was teasing them guys. He's talking shit.
Call him out. He got his attitude.
He is the fucking brick killer though. He beat the shit out of some British guys. Don't let him get in them British guys, man. He fuck them up. But what else? We got this fucking Bivol Smith. You know, it's not a bad fight. It's not a great fight, but it's not a bad fight. I don't think anybody gonna have Callum Smith winning that shit. You ain't fought in like damn near 2 years, bro. Now you about to fight Bivol? That's the story of that dude career. Let me not fight nobody for over a year before I fight this real guy. Because it was the same with Better Be. Like, yeah, you ain't fight nobody before you fought him.
We fought Balassi last, right?
Yeah, that was 14 months ago, bro.
Hey,
That was the Bivol shit not about to happen in the summer. The Bivol shit is gonna be for the winter of the fall. Cause Bivol about to get elbow surgery. So okay. Callum.
I like Callum. Yo, I like Callum Smith. I like his hooks to the body and to the head. But he's not gonna be able to land it on Bivol though.
Yo, they
I
said
don't
the
think
dude
so.
Michael Eifert landed 12 punches, bro. In 36 minutes.
Word.
In 36 minutes, that dude
What
only
the
landed
fuck?
12 punches, bro. So I'm gonna say,
And
yeah, this is not gonna go the way you need it to, Callum. It's not. Not off. Yo, the night of, you might be out
you
18, 19 months, bro. It's not
and
gonna
you see
go the
all the
way you need
energy he was burning, jumping around. He was moving around more than he was fighting, so that's why he only threw 12 punches. You see all
that
that movement
motherfucker,
he was doing, right?
because he was doing that Street Fighter shit. You know when you don't do nothing in Street Fighter, they still doing this bullshit. You done burnt like all your energy just doing this bullshit. Like you better stop doing that shit, bro. Stop swaying like that. Swaying like a motherfucking palm tree. Burn all that
He's doing
energy.
imaginary jump rope for any cardio.
For real. He trying to make himself tired. Built-in excuse. But you know, yeah, nobody's gonna have Callum winning that fight. And then we'll see what happens after that. Because like I said, I don't think the Better Be fight is dead. Really, I don't think it's dead. But I do think they're aging him out.
They
It's
are,
just
because you should have fought him instead of Callum. I mean,
it's just common sense that like, yo, look, they offering us more money than Turkey. If we come back to this later on next year, they probably offer us more money, and Artur gonna be older. So I think we gonna get that trilogy, but
It's
it'll be
crazy. This
next
dude's
year.
42 and he's not fucking still standing.
It's cause he don't do nothing. He don't jerk off. He don't watch porn. He don't do nothing. The dude just sit at home reading the Quran all fucking day, bro.
oh god,
That's all he do, bro.
I can picture that.
That dude go home, grow his beard, read the Quran, eat bread, and go to sleep. Could you imagine? Like Artur Better Beef don't go home and watch fucking the Chappelle Show or watch Seinfeld. Like, no, that dude probably don't even got a TV. He probably got a heavy bag in his bedroom and shit. He beat it up and then he go to sleep, bro.
For real.
So yeah, that dude don't got a lot to do, bro. Besides fighting and shit. So it's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate. But I will say that out of the last 20 years of light heavyweights, let's call it 15 to 20, I would say that Artur and Dimitri for me are number 1 and 2. I would say that. I think they're better than Adonis Stevenson. I think they're better than Sergey Kovalev. And even though Andre Ward retired undefeated, homie, you only had like 4 or 5 fights as a light heavyweight.
That's true.
Two of them was
like
against the
32
same.
years old, you know. So
Yeah,
he's
and 2 of them was
still young.
Oh, and
against
I'm
the same
maintaining
guy.
he retired to avoid them.
Yeah, 2 of them was against the same guy. So you might be a great fighter, but I don't know if I could say you were all-time great light heavyweight. You didn't do a whole lot there. What was it? Paul Smith, Sullivan Barrera,
Chad
2
Dawson.
Kovalev fights.
Alexander Brand.
Alexander Brand. That's what I was missing.
Hell
Alexander
no.
Brand. You ain't do a lot up
Alexander
there, bro.
Brand.
And Chad Dawson, I don't even count because that was at 68. We fought bad
yeah,
Chad. That was
yeah.
at 68.
Yeah, that's why I say, yeah, I agree with you. Like, Better BF and Bivor are kind of like the two, basically, guys, in the last, yeah, like you're saying, 15 years.
15, 20 years. 15, 20 years. Those is the best two light heavyweights. You could say that. And I would pick them. I would pick the both of them to beat all them guys. Adonis Stevenson, yeah, they would beat him. Sergey, yeah, they would beat him. And Andre, bro, that's why you retired. You seen what was coming. But you got Vozdik on one end, Artur in another, and Dimitri in another. Artur had a buzz way before he won a belt. He had a buzz because he was the guy they kept saying beat the fuck out of Kovalev in the amateurs. He been had a buzz. So you knew what was coming. I'm like, yeah, let me just get the fuck up out of here real quick and write this book. Just get out of here real quick. You just write this fucking book real fast, B. I gotta write this book. I'm sorry, I can't fight no more. I gotta write this book. You wrote that shit.
I'm the son of God. I can't
I
fight
gotta
right now. I
write
gotta
this
write a book.
Fucking country bought 3 copies of that shit. Bought 3 copies of that shit.
You
You know
bought the
what I'm
hard
saying?
copy of the paperback.
Paperback, yo. But yeah, I mean, shit. He wouldn't have known what to do with them guys. Fucking Connor, man. How does it feel for the MMA guys, man? Round one,
Bro,
real talk.
right now it's been like the MMA guys. We've seen Ilya, we've seen Cosma, these undefeated killers that just lost. So yeah, man, and this is what MMA is when you put them against the best. No tune-ups, you know. This is what you
Yeah,
get.
yeah.
Nah, like I said before, bro. I'm still laughing at anybody who believes Connor's coming back.
Bro, I didn't understand a fucking word you said, bro.
My bad. No, I said I laugh at everybody who thinks Connor was gonna come back.
Yeah, but I'm saying that are there fights left for you guys that you want to watch? It being that Alex Pereira lost, Ilya Takamura lost. What else is there
Yeah,
left to watch?
I mean,
yeah,
Ilya can mount the comeback.
Yeah, this past couple like 7 months, I could say there's been a lot of upsets in the UFC. Like people, I'm thinking they're gonna win, they lost, shit like that. So there's been plenty of upsets right now in the UFC, which is like, god damn, the shit is shuffled. You know, MMA math, the boxing math, none of that should work, right? When you put styles in, right? And that's what we get, you know. So, and especially they're fighting the number 5. They ain't fighting a number. The guy not known, shit like that. So, yeah, this is what you get when you putting people up against like the best all the time.
I want to see that. I want to see a rematch between Topuria and Gaethje, though. I'm a boxing guy, but I'm like, nah, he could do better than that. The way you lost that fight, you lost like a homosexual.
Yeah, bro.
You're just gonna keep walking into that guy's hand like that. Like you're not gonna do. You're just gonna keep walking forward and getting jabbed in your fucking face. The way he lost is you lost because of some bullshit. You understand that, right? You lost because some bullshit. Move your head, slip.
And it's not like he wasn't hurting
What,
Gaethje, because he was hurting Gaethje to the body real
No,
good
you
in
know
that
what?
second
No,
round.
Jules, I noticed this about Topuria too. Is like when he comes over and you clinch, he'll kind of back up. So you could get he'll duck and try to duck out and back up. So you're gonna get kneed and uppercuts. So and that's what you saw right there. He was getting clean hit by uppercuts.
Ilya just fell in love with his power.
What he should have done, he hit him on the elbow. I mean on the body, dropped him, and then he went for a submission. You should have been grounding and pounding because I've seen you do that before and you've taken people out. But you went for a submission, which you are good at submissions, but. Yeah, man, you threw a lot more energy out in those submissions than you did with your punches. You could have just probably finished them. That's why a rematch does sound good because I feel like maybe he could learn and do something better. But yeah, man, you had him down before. You could do it again.
They still ain't announced the numbers for the Conor fight, but I think they were probably good. Probably, I heard that $25 million gate is what I heard. I want to hear the viewership numbers for that shit.
No, I'm sure it was fucking big numbers, but it's just pathetic.
Because even I was watching that fucking shit. That was
surprising for me too.
In fairness, that was one of the gayest cards I've ever seen. Like, there's a lot of gay shit going on in that fucking card, bro. But
no, I just think it's funny that every time you dip your pinky in the fucking MMA world,
some gay shit happens, right?
Yeah, it's just some gay shit, bro.
Fucking Patty Pimblett knocking motherfuckers out with his fucking gooch.
I'll be honest, I was working most of the card and I wasn't even watching it.
You know what I mean? But shit, man. We'll see about that. But it works because it's on Paramount now. When it was on ESPN,
Yeah,
is it my imagination or was most of the shit on ESPN pay-per-views, wasn't it?
yeah.
Most
It
of
was,
that
Yeah,
they had a
everything
pay per
was,
view
you
like
know,
every once a month, like
Fox,
once a
vanilla.
month.
Yeah, once a month, vanilla,
Trey
Fox, ESPN.
Tr- Trey, I seen that shit. That shit. If it was a regular card, I wouldn't say nothing. If it was just an ordinary card, but for that to be a pay per view and you got all these Arabs making all these chopped cheese sandwiches, that's fucking Gonzo, bro. That whole it's
That
fucking
nigga said
Gonzo, bro.
Gonzo.
It's fucking wild, bro. It's gonna smell like mad beef patties. You turn the TV.
Hell, man.
It's gonna smell like wild beef patties. Like that should not. You know what I'm gonna say. It shouldn't be a pay per view, not for us. If you want to charge the Brits extra to see AJ, yeah, that makes sense. That don't make sense to be charging us for that shit. That we not gonna buy it. You know, but I forgot who said it. It's gonna be chopped cheese sandwiches versus halal food versus lamb and rice. It's mad Arabs on
That
that
was
shit,
me.
bro. Man, fucking Arab. Like, it's mad Arabs on that shit, bro. I ain't mad at
Fucking
it, but
spit all in the food and shit.
I just don't think that should be a pay per view. Is all I'm saying. If you want to show me Turkey, if you want to let your nephew, cousin, son, whatever box on the show, that's cool. I ain't even mad at that. But it shouldn't be $60 fucking dollars, bro. That's fucking crazy. And we got to pay for Spence that day too. Like that's fucking crazy. Now that Spence card, that shit is low key kind of good. Liam Wilson
What's
versus
on it?
Stephen. Liam Wilson versus Stephen Fulton. Jermall Charlo versus random Aussie bum.
Right.
And Zoo versus Spence. That's not bad.
That's not bad. Yeah, that's
That's
pretty
not
good.
bad. Not bad. Like some people gonna get. I think Stephen Fulton gonna get beat up. Like I got Liam Wilson winning that.
Yeah,
Like
no, I like seeing Fulton get
I
that.
think you about to get fucked up is what I think, Steven. Errol, Errol trying to perpetrate. I don't take tuna. I don't roll like bro. Stop fucking lying, bro.
Is he trying to percolate?
He trying to percolate, bro. Like what you mean you don't take tune-up fights, Errol? Then what the fuck is Tim Zoo? And I'm not hating on Tim neither, but I'm just saying, you know why you fighting him. You know why
I was
you
gonna
fighting
say, that's
him.
kind of disrespectful. Though.
You know why you fighting him and not Sebastian? Because you could have fought Sebastian if it ain't about taking no tune-ups. You could have been fighting for a belt if it's not about taking tune-up fights, The wild shit would be if he loses, man. I think that's gonna be hard to stomach if Errol go down there and get his
I
ass
think
beat.
he does, bro.
Yeah.
He go down there, beat the shit out of him, bro. That's gonna be hard to watch.
Bro, we just watched Conroy someone from 8 years layoff. What's 3 years, bro?
For real, right? Got her.
I think he's gonna lose, yo.
I think he is. I think he might too. I've been going back and forth with it a lot. But yo, 3 years is a long time to not get in a fight, bro. It is a long time. And you in your mid-30s, bro.
And for what it's worth, like, yes, Tim has been getting his ass beat, but his reflexes are gonna be sharper. He's not gonna have the reflex.
No, he's younger and he has bona fide junior middleweight power. Like you don't have to question that. Look, does Tim hit hard? Yeah, he actually. You could say he's limited and he's a little bit too upright. He doesn't bend at the waist enough. But does he hit hard? Yeah, he does. If he jump on Arrow early, shit, I'm telling you, I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna be sad for a lot of people though. It's gonna be sad. He with Ronnie Shields, man. Ronnie ain't gonna turn you into a winner, bro.
That's a hard fight to pick, too, though. I don't know who to pick on that fight. A tomato can and Tim or a tuna can and Spence?
Tomato can or a diced tomato can. Shout out to JM. Yup. This is a long time and your body ain't getting younger and the damage will catch on. He looks stuck. Yo, they already saying it. I would have to listen to old interviews of Spence, but I see a lot of people saying that his speech is slurred, that he sounds punch drunk. It's like, I guess, but he kind of always sounded that way to me.
I think he just smokes a lot.
He said it's his fake teeth.
Yeah, he did say that his veneers is too big for his mouth, but then okay, then get them shits replaced. You got money.
Motherfucker got British teeth though.
For real, right? You know that motherfucker bite the shit out some carrots, bro.
Yeah, bro. He sneezed. He bite a hole in his chest.
For real. You got, hush. You know what I'm saying? Shit is crazy. Hush. Motherfucker got them big teeth, man. But we'll see. I think it's a good fight. I do think it's a good fight. What does he do after that? Who the fuck knows, bro? Probably takes that 7-9 mil, goes to buy some more big veneers, bro, so he can bite more carrots and shit.
Like eat corn.
Motherfucker be eating corn with just one row of teeth,
Nigga in
bro.
the corn eating competitions and shit.
For real. Then we got this Conor Ben and Ryan Garcia. That's for September. And like, look, man, I don't got no illusions. Y'all seen what? Look, you don't gotta like Ryan. I don't like Ryan, but y'all seen what Conor looked like with Regis Prograis. Y'all seen that? So it's like, yeah, this motherfucker ain't hard to figure out. This ain't hard to figure out at all.
Yeah, Ryan gonna close his eyes and throw one of them left. So
Ryan gonna close his eyes, smack him with his dick, and send him to the ropes, bro. It's gonna be a fucking rap, bro. It'll be fucking crazy. Saying, bro, like I think that's why the
but
schedule.
do you think he's gonna have the cock ring on?
He probably is gonna have the cock ring on, but I guess that's why the schedule seems kind of because you know what's gonna happen in a lot of those fights, except for Spence versus Zoo. You know what's gonna happen in a lot of those. So like, what Joshua's gonna beat Prenga, Ryan's gonna beat Conor. They go Trey. Trey, what it do?
What up, Ryan?
Ain't shit, bro. Ain't shit, bro. Fucking weak ass schedule for this fucking zone.
It's a
Trey, what you got on that Spence too, bro? What you thinking?
I got Spence.
You really trust him, bro?
Nah, but I trust him more than fucking Tim Zoo.
I don't know, bro. Timmy is coming off of 2 wins, right? Over 2 fucking doormen. Over 2 door. Over 2 Manhattan doormen. He got them 2 wins.
Yeah, but then you got Spence coming fresh out of a fucking oven. Like he's getting his hooked out.
Yeah.
Spence fight motherfuckers with Invisalign dentures on, bro. That dude is a maniac.
He's coming out of a Ronnie Shields oven, bro. What do you think Ronnie Shields got cooked out?
For real, Ronnie ain't baking. Ronnie ain't baking no souffle, bro. That dude is straight ramen noodles. He ain't baking no fucking souffle.
That nigga Ronnie Shields makes bread.
Maruchan or Top Ramen, Jules?
I got the Maruchan for real. I do got the Maruchan. Those are the ones I get, bro.
Nah,
Shit's
if you get
good,
Top
bro.
Ramen, I think that should be like the first one.
Fucking Top Ramen, bro. I ain't eat that shit in years. I get the Maruchan. That's the good shit. I get the beef flavor.
The cup of noodles is good as fuck too, though.
Check me out. I get the beef flavor, and because I'm just a lazy piece of shit, I get the chopped up frozen chicken, right? I put it in the boiling water, and I get the frozen veggies, and I put those in the boiling water. The shit really come out like a meal, bro. Fucking Top Ramen, bro. Top Ramen. Maruchan, that's that shit, bro.
Nah, because what I'll do is I'll get the chicken ones because I feel like it's more of a neutral flavor than the beef, and I'll throw some fucking hot sauce in that bitch with some fried spam and some soft boiled eggs. That's that shit. That's a real meal.
I get the chili one. That's just fire.
The chili one is fire, actually.
No, the chili ones actually go 2 for 1 in jail, bro.
Chili one is good as shit. I get that. I started getting that shit. And yeah, you know, that's what's going on. That's what's happening. On that note, you came too late, Trey, because I'm fucking sleepy and I've been in the gym. You came too late, bro. I'm fucking tired, bro.
That hot ass sun got you tired, Jules.
For real. I'm killing it in the fucking gym, bro. I'm killing it. I'm fucking Conor Ben. I'm killing it in the gym.
Hey, did you get your TRT dosage yet?
Killed it so bad he got swamp ass.
I don't know. I don't need it yet, bro. We're getting it, yo. It's gonna be 100 tomorrow, so we getting there, bro. But on that note, I'm fucking tired, bro. I gotta go to sleep, and I got shit to do in the morning. I'll see y'all in the next one.
In the morning too.
Peace.